Good evening, everyone, from Blair Field in Long Beach, California, where today your defending Pioneer League champion Oakland Ballers kick off a 6-game road trip here in Los Angeles County. It's your Pioneer League champion Oakland Ballers against the Long Beach Coast, game 1 of this 3-game midweek series right here on Ballers Radio. And we welcome you inside. My name is Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're tuning in through our YouTube channel or on the Home Team Network. The Ballers with a thrilling series victory over the weekend against the Yuba Sutter Freebirds, capped off on Sunday afternoon by a final of 11-10. Oakland coming from behind to win it thanks to a 3-run walk-off home run from Nick Leahy. Only fitting that on our Christmas in June celebration at Raimondi Park that it was jolly old St. Nick who delivered the best present for all Ballers fans at the end of the game. Oakland trailed by 2 heading into the bottom of the 9th, but thanks to a Jeter Ibarra single and a Paul Wendland walk, it set the stage for the second baseman Nick Leahy to drive home the winning runs with a 3-run walk-off homer, 387 feet to left center, to complete the comeback for the Ballers. So Oakland turns its attention to this week here in Southern California against Long Beach. It's our first visit here to Blair Field here at Long Beach State, as Oakland will gear for its 3rd series meeting between the coast this season. Our 2 pitchers brewing matchup, sponsored by 2 Pitchers Brewing. It's Aiden Rissy on the mound for Oakland, getting the start against Nathan Hemmerling for the Long Beach Coast. And coming up next here on our Ballers pregame show, we play a recording of an interview conducted with Aiden Rissy over the week in Modesto when he went a season-high 7 innings. That conversation with Aiden Rissy is coming up next here when the Ballers pregame show continues here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show. Gareth Kwok alongside last night's starting right-hander Aiden Rissy, who completed a season-high 7 innings, and he struck out 4. Aiden, I know it was a tough luck loss for you on the box score, but what did you make of your outing yesterday against Modesto?
Yeah, I mean, I threw the ball well. He was able to go deep in the game, so, helping out the bullpen. I mean, obviously results we lost, so, obviously that's not what we want, but pitching the ball well and hoping to just carry it on into the next one. So, yeah, all around, solid stuff.
Did you have to plead to Aaron Miles to go into the 7th, or what was that conversation like?
Yeah, he did ask me. I didn't know how many pitches I was at, but he came up to me and was like, do you want to continue pitching in this game? And I was like, yes, I want to continue pitching in this game. So, he gave me the ball. So, I was fired up, and it was good to get a 0 in that 7th.
A season-high 112 pitches as well. Just how was the arm feeling towards the end there? Were you just trying to use as much of the gas as possible?
Yeah, no, arm felt great, honestly. I was able to keep my velo the whole game. Yeah, just, in those moments, it's all about just, staying consistent with, in the zone and stuff like that. So I'm happy the velo stayed and the arm feels good. So, yeah.
Well, the velo certainly stayed, and against a Modesto team that had punished the pitching over the weekend back at Ramondi Park, and you were able to limit the damage, if you will. What pitches in particular seemed to work best for you against Modesto?
Yeah. Obviously, a different ballpark, right? So able to execute up in the zone. Got a lot of ground balls as well, and the sinker, placing it both sides of the plate really helped. Keeping the hitters swinging at my pitch, and then just kind of using the sweeper and the changeup to keep them off balance. So. That was what worked well for me, and then just executing my other pitches as well. Having 5 pitches where you can command, each of them is huge, and so that's what kind of allowed me to go deep in that game.
How's the chemistry developed between you and Jaden Clora, who's gotten to work with you now several times by now?
Yeah, it's going well, man. He's a fun guy to throw to. He's a wall back there, and throwing guys out, and yeah, man, he's a great guy, great team guy, and works his butt off. So. Yeah, it's been good.
Ethan Rissy is our guest here on the Ballers pregame show. You were telling me after the game yesterday that 112 pitches is not the most you've ever thrown. What is the number that you've thrown the most?
I don't know the exact number, but I think 130s definitely back in New York when I was playing Division III ball. Yeah, I mean, the length of the game, obviously, it's a lot of pitches, but I felt good, and yeah, so I just kept going. Yeah.
You're telling me it felt good even after 130 pitches in?
Yeah, honestly, I was like, I could have gone back out there, but it's a little early in the season for that. So, I was happy to pass on the ball, and yeah.
At that point, does adrenaline just play a factor, and just like, all right, even if I'm at 100 pitches or at 120 or 150, it just feels the same?
Yeah, I mean, adrenaline is definitely part of it for sure. You're in there competing. And that's definitely part of it. But I think just being conditioned and the offseason training I put in, I could throw 150, 160, no problem. So, yeah.
No problem, he said.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Well, now that you've gotten several starts under your belt here in the Pioneer League and in this hitter-friendly environment where, hits are going to be there, it's just going to be a thing. How have you been able to just settle in the stretch when there's going to be traffic and you're just trying to limit the damage at the end of the day?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously hitter friendly, a lot of ballparks, elevation, stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it goes back to the basics, locating early in the count, being able to spin something away and throw a sinker in. That's kind of the main thing. Just keeping the exit velocities down, right? Missing barrels and stuff like that really doesn't change based on the ballpark that much. But it definitely was an adjustment early on. Used to be kind of a fly ball elevate guy, but just making your adjustments, and that's part of the game. So it's been a cool learning experience.
Well, final question for you. I know each and every starter has something in the routine that they have to do before they take the hill. So what's the one thing that you have to do every single time before in your routine before you take the hill?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's crossword. So
really?
Yeah, about an hour before the game, I'll start. I got a crossword booklet, so I do some crossword, get off my phone, it's easy to kind of scroll on there. So just keeping my mind off of other stuff and just on the moment. So that would be my one thing I do pretty much every time.
Now, do you actually complete it, or do you get maybe like 90% of it done?
Well, so the earlier in the week puzzles are easier, so I can complete those in probably 30 minutes. But we're in later weeks now. This booklet, where I'm at the end of the booklet, so we're working with Friday puzzles. So those usually take about 2 or 3 days, I'd say.
2 or 3 days?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not spending much time on it, but a few hours a day. They're tough puzzles, man. If you don't cheat, they're pretty tough.
Well, I was going to say, what happens if there's an answer that you're just genuinely stumped? You have zero clue what the answer is. You kind of at that point have to just look it up?
Yeah, no, I make my best guess based on the letters, and I go from there, and I'll peek at the back answers if I really need to. But man, it's fun. I like it. Yeah.
Well, Aiden Rissy, 7 innings in the books, a crossword connoisseur as I'm learning now here, and we appreciate the time here on the pregame show.
Absolutely, man. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Aiden Rissy, our guest here on the Ballers pregame show. Back after this here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Long Beach, just a few moments away from first pitch between your defending champion Ballers and the Coast. Game one of this three-game midweek series. Long Beach has taken the field. Time now for our starting lineups. It's presented by Rubenstein. We begin with Oakland, and for Aaron Miles, Tremaine Cobb, the shortstop, leads off. Isai Santos is in center field for the first time this year. He bats second. Noah Blythe, the right fielder, hits third. Jake Allgaier is getting the day off for the first time this season. Jeter Ibarra, the Pioneer League's home run leader, bats fourth and is at first base. Nick Leahy, the second baseman, hits fifth. Paul Winland, the former Coast third baseman, DHs and bats sixth. Cam Buford, the left fielder, hits seventh. Brendan O'Sullivan, the third baseman, hits eighth. And batting ninth is the catcher, Connor Smith. Allgaier, Jaden Calora, and TJ McKenzie all getting the day off today for Oakland. Defensively for Long Beach, this is how they align. Eddie Pelk's in left, Emilio Corona in center, Matthew Bardowell in right. On the infield, Patrick Roche at third, Anthony Mata at short, Jacob Jablonski at second, Cooper Vest at first, and Johnny Pappas does the catching. As the first pitch from Nathan Hemmerling to Tremaine Cobb is a strike. A fastball on the outside, 0-1. First pitch thrown at 6:33 p.m. local time. The 0-1 is cut on and missed. On a hard fastball outside, it's a quick 0-2 on Tremaine. Ballers come into this game with a record of 16-20. 0-2 from Hemmerling is whacked foul back behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Our official game time temperature, it is a picture-perfect day here in Long Beach. 70 degrees. The 0-2 pitch, rather, is a fastball inside. 1-2 on Cobb. Hemmerling likes to work quickly. Back on the rubber. And his 1-2. Cobb hits a ground ball to short, fielded by Mata. Shuffles to his left, throws to first, a little bit low, but it's dug out by Vest. And that's how this game gets started. No clouds in the sky. There's a slight breeze blowing out towards left field. I mean, just could not have asked for better conditions, and it is just a perfectly comfortable evening for baseball. Here's Isai Santos, left-handed bat, first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, taken for strike one. Hemmerling makes his third start against the Ballers this season. A familiar face, 0-1. Santos takes a breaking ball in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. The numbers thus far for Hemmerling, this is his sixth start, a 5.04 ERA. The pitch. Swing and a miss. On a breaking ball, it's 1-2. 30 in the third innings pitched. He has struck out 35 and walked 15. In the 2 starts against Oakland, he has been dynamite. Just 3 earned runs allowed in 12 innings pitched. 1-2. Santos fouls it away down the left field line. Count remains 1-2 on Santos. Hitting .294. 8 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Hemmerling's 1-2. And Santos chases a changeup off the outside for strike 3. Two quick outs for Hemmerling. And here comes Noah Blythe. Hemmerling faced Oakland not that long ago, just about 2 weeks ago, back when Long Beach was in town. First pitch to Blythe is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. 6 innings of 1-run ball. He struck out a season-high 8 batters, gave up just 4 hits. The pitch. Blythe hits it off the end of the bat. A fly ball in the shallow left center. Corona jogs in. He's going to play it on a hop. Base hit for Blythe on a ball that was contacted off the end of his bat. So a 2-out single, and it brings up the Pioneer League's home run leader, Jeter Ibarra. Oakland with a record of 16-20 through the first 36 games. Long Beach 28-8. They are tied at the top with Billings for the league lead. First pitch to Ibarra is a breaking ball high for ball one. Our umpires for tonight, calling balls and strikes, is Brandon Hastings. Ryan Blayberg is at first base, and Bud Dunklin is at third. The pitch. Ibarra sends a fly ball to left center field. Pelka is on the run. He can't make the catch. That bounces up against the wall in a hop. And rounding third and coming home is Blythe. Here's a relay throw from short. Mata's throw is late, and Blythe scores with a slide. It's an RBI double from Jeter Ibarra to left center field. And the Ballers, 4 batters in, have a 1-0 lead. He sent a breaking ball to left center field, and one hopped off the bottom of the wall. Oakland's RBI leader with his 41st of the year, and Oakland with a 1-0 lead. 2 outs for Leahy. First pitch from Hemmerling. Fastball is off the outside for ball one. Leahy, the hero from Sunday. His 3-run walk-off homer. The pitch. Takes a breaking ball on the outside for a strike. It's 1-1. Third walk-off win for Oakland this year. Oakland was down by 2 heading into the bottom of the ninth, and Leahy's blast sent everybody home. The pitch is foul down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Oakland second baseman. Oakland 1, Long Beach nothing. Just underway here at Blair Field, home of the Long Beach State Dirtbags. The pitch. Leahy sends a foul off to the right, and the count holds 1-2. 292 batter, 6 home runs, 24 runs batted in. On deck is Paul Winland. Right-hander Hemmerling is set. The pitch. Fastball is off the corner outside, 2-2. Hemmerling with a 4-pitch mix, a fastball that sits in the low 90s. He has a changeup, slider, and a curveball. Meanwhile, Leahy's glove, his left batting glove, came undone momentarily, so he uses a timeout to restrap it and get back in the righty box. 1-0 Oakland. 2 outs in the first. The pitch. Breaking ball outside. 3-2 on Leahy. So he's fought off a couple of pitches. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat here on Hemmerling. You'd love to make him work early. 3-2. Leahy strikes out swinging on a slider off the outside. Inning over, Jeter Ibarra drives home Oakland's first run with an RBI double to left center. It's 1-0 Oakland as we head to the bottom of the first. And when we come back, Aiden Rissy takes him out for Oakland here on Ballers Radio. 1-0 Oakland. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Long Beach starting lineup. It's presented once again by Rubenstein. Leading off is the left fielder Eddie Pelk. Emilio Corona, the center fielder, bats second. Cooper Vest, the first baseman, bats third. As Aiden Rissy delivers the first to Pelk, and it's a fastball down the middle for strike one. Matthew Barnwell, the cleanup man, is in right field. Cuba Vest, the DH, hits fifth. Jacob Jablonski, the switch hitting second baseman, bats sixth. The pitch, Pelk bounces it up the middle. Second baseman Leahy fields belt high, low throw to first base in time. And two pitches, Aiden Rissy has his first out of the ball game. Anthony Mata, the shortstop, hits seventh. Johnny Pappas, the catcher, hits eighth. And Patrick Roche, the shortstop, hits ninth. In the outfield for Oakland, Cam Buford's in left. Isai Santos in center. Noah Blythe in right. On the infield, Brendan O'Sullivan at third base. Tremaine Cobb at short. Nick Leahy at second. Jeter Ibarra at first. And behind the plate doing the catching is Connor Smith. Here's Corona, who checks his swing on a first pitch breaking ball. And on the appeal, Ryan Blaberg says no swing. Ball one on Corona. Aiden Rissy, the former San Francisco Dawn, takes the hill. Is 1-0. Is a fastball a bit low. Two balls and no strikes. This is Rissy's eighth start of the season. An ERA of 7.12. The pitch, Corona chops it to third. High hop for O'Sullivan, who sets the feet and tosses to first. And there's two away quickly for the first baseman, Vest. Rissy holds a 1-4 record, an ERA of 7.12, 36 and 2/3 innings, 21 strikeouts over 21 walks. He last threw on Wednesday in Modesto, one of his best starts of the year. Season high 7 innings, 4 runs allowed on 9 hits against the Roadsters. First pitch to Vest is a high and outside fastball, ball one. Just 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. A season high 112 pitches for Rissy. Works from the wind, the 1-0. Vest takes a changeup down the middle for a strike, and it's 1-1. Oakland 1, Long Beach 0. 2 outs, base is empty here in the bottom of the first. The first baseman, Vest, awaits 1-1. Changeup high. 2 balls and a strike. Unfortunately, though, for Rissy, he's been on the losing end in each of his last 3 starts. 2-1. Vest hits a fly ball to deep left center. Slices away from Santos, and he can't make the catch on the backhand. Vest speeds around second. He's digging for a triple. Here's a relay throw from Tremaine Cobb. The throw is late. The ball was scalded off the bat of Vest. 102 miles an hour on a fastball right down the pipe. And it's a 2-out triple. It puts the tying run at third base with 2 down. And here is the cleanup man, Matthew Bardwell. Right on right matchup. And the first from Rissy. Fastball flied in the right field towards the corner. Ibarra gives it a look, and that lands towards the batting facility for a foul ball. Pretty good crowd on hand early here in Long Beach at this. It's an intimate ballpark here at Blair Field. They have an organ player chiming in, as you heard in the background. 0-1. Fastball off the corner outside. 1-1 on Bardwell. He's hitting .344, 7 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Rissy works from the windup with a man on third base. And his 1-1 is a broken back grounder to short, collected by Cobb. He throws to first, and it's in time, and the inning is over. A 2-out triple stranded by Rissy in a scoreless bottom of the first. We go to the second. It's Oakland 1, Long Beach nothing here on Ballers Radio. Top of the second here from Long Beach. Oakland leads 1-0 as Paul Winland digs in and fouls off the first pitch down the left field line for strike one. 1-0 Ballers. Winland, Buford, and O'Sullivan, the 6-7-8 bats, stood up for the Ballers against the starting right-hander Hemmerling. The pitch swung on and missed. A fastball low and in, and it's 0-2. On the former Long Beach infielder, Winland, making his return to Long Beach after starting the season as a member of the Coast. A brief stint. 0-2. Winland fouls it off to the left. Ball went 4 for 12 in his first series as a baller. 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in for the 24-year-old. Emmerling's 0-2. Fastball low, 1-2. He only played 15 games for the Coast, was banged up, then placed on waivers, and Oakland claimed him soon after. The pitch is pulled on the ground, foul. Heads up James Harris over at first base. He was on the IL for a good 2 weeks or so, from June 6th through the 20th. And once Long Beach waived him, Oakland pounced on him. 1-2. Rolled softly to second. It's Jablonski who charges and throws to first. And there's one away. Time now for our Caltrans keys to the game and my keys for today. If Oakland wants to start out this road trip with a victory, well, they've done one already so far. Attack early. Oakland doing that with a run in the first on the Ibarra RBI double as Buford takes a breaking ball outside, 1-0. Attack early. Try to set the tone against this Long Beach team that has had some ownage against the Ballers. Here's a fastball on the outside for a called strike. It's 1-1. And my second key for Aiden Rissy is try to keep the ball down. There's a fastball outside, 2-1. He has that sinker. It works well for him as a weapon, especially the right-handed bats. Keep the ball down. Let your infield help you out behind you. 2-1 fastball clips the outside for a strike. It's 2-2 on Buford. He homered back on Sunday. A laser down the left field line off the pole. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip on the high fastball into the glove of Pappas for strike 3. So 3 strikeouts for Hemmerling, and we knew that he's a guy that likes to work quickly, but for whatever reason, it feels like he's working even faster than ever. because I barely have time to breathe in between pitches and barely even time to say anything in between pitches. That's how fast he wants to work. Here's O'Sullivan, and he takes a first pitch fastball low, ball one. Emerling gets the ball, inspects his spikes, then gets back on the slab and is ready for the next. O'Sullivan takes low. 2 balls, no strikes on the Pleasanton native. He is 1 for 11 to start his pro career with an RBI. Crowning the plate from the right side, 2-0. Swinging a foul, hits the netting off to the right. 2 balls and a strike. One nothing Oakland here in the top of the second. 2-1. O'Sullivan lays off the high fastball, 3-1. Connor Smith, the catcher, is on deck. First trip to Long Beach this season for the Ballers. 3-1. O'Sullivan hits a fly ball into right. Shuffling to his left is Bardowell. He makes a catch, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 second for Hemmerling. And we go to the bottom of the second. It's Oakland 1, Long Beach nothing here on Ballers Radio. Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com. It's Cuba Best, the DH, who leads off for Long Beach in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Rissy is a fastball in tight for ball one. 1-0 Oakland on the RBI double from Ibarra in the first. My name is Gareth Kwok here for Ballers Radio. 1-0. Best swings and misses at a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. We are here in Long Beach for 3 days, and then we go to Modesto for 4th of July weekend in the Central Valley. 1-1. Best skies one to deep center field. Back goes Santos. He backpedals to the front edge of the warning track, reaches up and makes the catch. And there's the first out of the second. Well, this is a much deeper ballpark, to say the least, than Romani Park. And, of course, we can say that about a lot of the other parks in the Pioneer League. But this should be a much more traditional setting for pitchers. 393 to straightaway center. 335 down the left field line, 330 down the right field line. First pitch to Jablonski. He chases a changeup off the outside for strike one. The alleys are not labeled here at Blair Field, but if I were to guess, probably about 375, 380 or so, left center and right center. 0-1, swing and a miss on a fastball. Middle in. It's 0-2. The fence is 8 feet or so, all the way around from left field to right field. So pretty straightforward dimensions, as you would find for a typical collegiate ballpark. 0-2. Jablonski takes a fastball outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rissy, 24 years of age, a native of La Jolla, California, a first-year baller. He winds and fires in the dirt with a fastball 2-2. A second-year pro after pitching for the New York Boulders last year in the Frontier League. Now comes back to his home state. 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's a full count on Jablonski. Someone who has been able to give some length in the rotation. You're in for a good 5 innings or so with Rizzi on the mound. 3-2. Jablonski fouls it off the hands. Although he struggled against Long Beach the last time he faced them. Went 4 in the third innings, gave up 11 hits, 8 runs, and 3 walks. That was back at Ramondi Park on June the 18th. He shakes 3 times on Smith. Now gets assigned the pitch. Breaking ball flared down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Jablonski takes a wide turnaround first. He's digging for second. Buford digs it out. His throw in to second base is late. 1 out double for Jablonski, who has just matched against the Ballers in this season series. And the tying run in scoring position for Anthony Mata. Rissy is facing the coast for a second time this season. 11 earned runs in 9 1/3 innings pitched. Hoping that a third time is the charm against Long Beach to deliver his best start against them. First pitch to Mata is a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike 1. Mata hitting .333, 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in for the former Idaho Falls Chucker. Rissy set at the waist, the pitch. Mata breaks his bat, grounds it weakly to second. Leahy's got it, throws on the first in time. Jablonski advances to third base. There's 2 outs for Johnny Pappas. Ground balls are the name of the game for Rissy with that sinker. He has a deep mix. Fastball that'll sit high 80s, low 90s. A sinker, cutter, slider, sweeper, curveball, and changeup. And he'll use at least 5 of those pitches pretty evenly throughout the game. First pitch to Pappas. Right-handed bat takes a strike. A slider, 0-1. Pappas hitting .222. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. For the former Chucker, the pitch is bounced softly to first. It's fielded by Ibarra, and he jogs to first base, steps on the bag, and Aiden Rissy throws a scoreless second and strands the 1-out double at third base. Through 2 here in Long Beach. It's 1-0 Ballers here on Ballers Radio. Back here in Long Beach, live from Blair Field, home of the Long Beach State Dirtbags and home of the Long Beach Coast for this summer. One of the 3 new expansion franchises in the Pioneer League. It's 1-0 Oakland. Connor Smith digs in, and the right-handed bat takes a breaking ball in tight from Nathan Hemmerling for ball 1. Smith, Cobb, Santos, 9-1-2 bats for Oakland. The pitch is blooped in the shallow center field. Corona sprints in, and he has to play this on a hop. A bloop single for Connor Smith, who is making just his 2nd professional start behind the dish, with Jaden Calora getting the night off. And he's got a single. The ball that might have been hit on the inside part of the bat. Didn't sound all that clean, but he dunks it in the shallow center field for a leadoff hit. Tremaine Cobb now stands in. First pitch. Emmerling throws a breaking ball outside for ball 1. 3rd series meeting between the two this year. The pitch. Cobb takes low with a fastball. It's 2-0. The first series, Long Beach took 4 of 6 in Oakland. And in the last series meeting just 2 weeks ago, Long Beach won 2 of 3. 2-0. Cobb chops one to third. It's fielded by Roche. Throws the second for 1 out. Jablonski's turn to first is in time for a double play. A high chopper to the third baseman, Roche, who charged it, fielded, threw to second for 1 out, and then Jablonski, a lightning quick turn to get the speedy Cobb. And I do think that was the correct call by just about a half step. Around the horn double play, 2 outs, base is empty for Santos, and he takes a breaking ball low for ball 1. Esai struck out swinging in his first at-bat. The pitch is popped up. Into left field, Pelk moves in 3 steps, waits, reaches, catches, hitting over. Emmerling faces the minimum in the 3rd, gets a double play ball, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Ballers our score here on Ballers Radio. Bottom 3, it's 1-0 Oakland. Time now for our Pacific Pipe climb to the standings update. Long Beach and Billings occupying the top 2 spots. The Coast at 28-8. They have won 9 of their last 12. Billings at 27-8, a half game back on Long Beach, occupying that 2 spot in the league. Patrick Roach leads off for Long Beach. First pitch from Rissy is a ball in the dirt. for ball one. Glacier, 5.5 games back out of a playoff spot, 22-14. They have won 7 in a row. Modesto and Ogden at 21-15. They are 6.5 games back out of a playoff spot. 1-0. Roche takes a cutter on the outside for a called strike one. Just 12 games left in the first half here in the Pioneer League before the records are reset. The pitch. Roche takes in the dirt again, 2-1. So Oakland is a loss or a Long Beach and Billings win away from being mathematically eliminated from first half contention. 2-1. Fouled off over to the right. 2-2. Which will just be a formality at this point. The Ballers will not be winning a 4th consecutive half in the Pioneer League. But the second half still very much in play when the records reset in 2 weeks. 2-2. Roche checks his swing on a breaking ball. No appeal down the first. It's 3-2. Third baseman hitting .265. 5 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Rissy winds and throws, and Roach hits a pop-up and straightaway right for Blythe, who jogs in and makes a chest-high catch for the first outs. So just 2 hits allowed by Rissy, maybe more importantly, no walks first time through the order. And here is Eddie Pelk. .26 pitches through the first 2 innings for Rissy. First pitch to Pelk is a breaking ball inside for ball one. Pelk is one of the toughest hitters in the league. He leads the league in walks and is 8th in average. The pitch, fastball inside, 2-0. He has drawn 54 walks this season. And he has struck out only 22 times. The pitch is chopped to first. Ibarra takes a high hop, underhands to Rissy, and the pitcher wins the foot race on Pelk by a step. Nice hustle from Rissy off the mound to win the foot race on Pelk, who was busting it up the line. 2 outs for Emilio Corona. Corona is one of Long Beach's big boppers. His 11 home runs lead the team and are the 4th most in the Pioneer League. First pitch is a breaking ball high for ball one. Former University of Arizona outfielder awaits a 1-0. Breaking ball is foul down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Second-year pro, was with Great Falls last year. His home run is forever in Long Beach's record books because it's the first home run in Long Beach's history. The pitch fouled back into the screen, 1-2. Just 3 pitches into their first game at Yuba Sutter, and he hits the first long ball in Coast history. 1-0 Oakland. 2 outs, bases empty in the bottom of the third. Rissy turns the 1-2. Fastball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cooper Vest, the first baseman, waits on deck. Rissy's 2-2. Corona goes down swinging on the sweeper. Strike 3. First strikeout for Rissy, and it's 3 scoreless for the starting right-hander for Oakland. 4th inning coming up. 1-0 Ballers our score here on Ballers Radio. Top four here from Long Beach. Noah Blythe, Jeter Ibarra, Nick Leahy, the first three to face Nathan Hemmerling, with Oakland ahead 1-0. First pitch to Blythe is a fastball on the outside, looked at for strike one. Hemmerling at 44 pitches through 3 innings thus far. 0-1. Blythe hits one off the end of the bat. A number on the ground to first, picked up by Vest. Underhand feed to Hemmerling, the pitcher covering. One away in the fourth. Here comes Jeter Ibarra now. Hemmerling, who was with Troy Percival last year in Idaho Falls as one of his main starters. 8-4 record a year ago, a 6.43 ERA. First pitch to Ibarra. Fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitched at Cal Baptist in college. The pitch, fastball low. 2-0. Ibarra drove in the first run for Oakland with a double left center. The pitch, fastball is in there. Down the middle for a called strike, and we have our first challenge of the evening.
After review of the Lake County Open Cycle Challenge, the pitch has been overturned to a strike.
The public address announcer meant to say confirmed a strike. It was, I think there was a misunderstanding. Now Aaron Miles wants to make sure. The announcer meant to say confirm. And then Aaron just kind of shrugs off. Well, what the announcer meant to say was confirmed a strike. I think he accidentally said overturn. So now that confusion has been settled, here's the 2-1 to Ibarra. And he flips it down the left field line into the corner. Pelk charges in. He plays this on a bounce or two. Ibarra, a 2-hit game. He's got a 1-out single. And it brings up Leahy. Leahy struck out swinging in his first at-bat. He is facing Hemmerling here with 1 away. The pitch, fly ball, right field. Struck well. Bardowell is back at the warning track, and he makes the catch off of his shoulder. Ibarra scampers back into first, and there's 2 away. Leahy struck it well. 101 off the bat. 2 outs for Paul Windland. Hemmerling, who is native to the area, he's from Riverside. Pitched at Cal Baptist. So really a no-brainer decision for him to come back home after the season in Idaho Falls. Here's a swing and a miss on a changeup from Windland. It's 0-1. Windland bounced out to second in his first at-bat. Ibarra with his lead, 0-1. Fastball well inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oakland 1. Long Beach nothing. The pitch. Windland hits a deep fly ball to center. Corona got twisted around. He can't make the catch. It goes by him and hits the wall. Ibarra chugs around third. He scores. And Paul Windland, with an emphatic return to Long Beach, a double to center to bring home Oakland's second run of the day. It's 2-0 Ballers here in the fourth. Boy, Corona just turned the wrong way on the after contact was made. He got twisted around And by the time he tried to recover, it was too late. So Ibarra scores a 2-out double. Here's Buford. And he takes a fastball outside for ball 1. A run in on 2 hits. The 1-0. Buford takes a fastball outside, 2-0. Wendland with his lead at second. Hammerling looks at second to pitch. And Buford takes a fastball outside, ball 3. Again, Hammerling has gone 6 innings in each of his first 2 starts against the Ballers. Oakland looking to tack on here in the 4th. 3-0. Buford takes all the way, and he takes a ball. A fastball low on a pitch that looked pretty good. Buford draws a 2-out walk, and here comes Brendan O'Sullivan. That is the first walk issued by Hammerling today. O'Sullivan 1 for 12 to start his Baller's career. First pitch, breaking ball is outside, ball 1, and here comes Pappas, the catcher. He wants to talk with his starter, Hammerling. 44 pitches coming into the frame. At 58, which is not a bad number to sit at, but perhaps not a number that Hammerling is used to. And, of course, the control, too. That was the 5th consecutive ball. So Pappas returns behind the plate, gets back into the squat. 2-0 Oakland here in the 4th. The pitch. Fastball low. 6 straight balls. 2-0. Hammerling lasted just 3 2/3 innings in his last start against Yuba Sutter last Tuesday. The pitch. Fastball. Outside. 3 balls, no strikes. He gave up 7 runs on 5 hits, and he walked 4. In danger of loading the bases here if he can't find a strike zone on O'Sullivan. 3-0. O'Sullivan takes all the way. A fastball down the middle. 3-1. A 1-out Wendland single, a 1-out Ibarra single, and a 2-out Wendland double. 3-1. O'Sullivan fouls it off to the right. It hits the netting and comes back down. And Hammerling has fought back from down 3-0. It's a 3-2. Runners will be on the move. The carousel will start to turn here. Payoff pitch. O'Sullivan spoils it foul. He got a fastball on the low outside corner and somehow got a piece. And that would have been a perfect full count pitch had O'Sullivan taken it. That was right on the corner, and it would have been a strikeout based off the ABS. Three and two down. The pitch. O'Sullivan hits a fly ball to left center field. Nobody is there, and that will drop. Wendland scores. Here comes Buford. He will score as a throw misses the cutoff man and rolls to third base. It's the first extra base hit for Brendan O'Sullivan this year, and it drives in 2. 4-0 Ballers on the 2-run double from Brendan O'Sullivan. Received the fastball in on the hands, tucked in those hands, and there was nobody in the gap in left center. I mean, Pelk, the left fielder, was playing close to the line, and Corona was shaded a little bit more towards right center. First pitch to Connor Smith is a fastball outside, ball 1. It's a 3-run fourth for Oakland. 3 runs on 3 hits. Pitch to Smith is low. 2 balls, no strikes. And Hemmerling right now, I don't think has a called strike yet within the last, 10, 11 pitches? 2-0. Smith, it's a line drive up the middle. That's down for a base hit. O'Sullivan rounds third, and he will score without a throw. Connor Smith with his second hit of the game. It drives in O'Sullivan. 5-0 Ballers here in the fourth. The bottom of the lineup with quality ABs. The last 4 have reached for Oakland. A double from Wendland, walk from Buford, 2-run double from O'Sullivan, and now the RBI single from Smith as Cobb takes a strike on the outside, 0-1. This is excellent production from the bottom of the lineup here early. 0-1. Cobb hits a bouncing ball up the middle. Shortstop Mata fields and then shovels to second base for the force out. Side retired. 4 runs for Oakland on 4 hits. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Ballers as we head to the bottom of the fourth here on Ballers Radio. Quality ABs from Oakland in the top of the fourth. 4 runs on 4 hits. And they have a 5-0 lead on Long Beach, the best team in the league. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Cooper Vest leads off for the Coast, and Rissy throws a first pitch strike. A breaking ball at the top of the zone, 0-1. 5-0 Ballers. Vest, Bardwell, and Bess, the heart of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5 for Long Beach. The pitch is foul tipped. No, Smith couldn't quite squeeze it, but either way, it is 0-2. First game of a 6-game road trip for the Ballers. The final road trip of this first half for Oakland. Rissy from the line, the 0-2. And it sails up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll be back home next Tuesday through Sunday. A 6-game homestand with 3 against Modesto and 3 against Yuba Sutter. 1-2. Vest fouls it back into the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rissy has tossed 40 pitches in 3 innings. No walks, 1 strikeout, 1-2. Vest fouls it back again into the screen. Ballers today in their road greens. Ballers in block lettering, colored in yellow across the chest with the gray pants. Long Beach in these home cream uniforms with the, I don't know, the teal on the backs. 1-2. Spiked in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It says Long Beach across the chest in teal. And then the numbers are colored in teal on the back. Kind of like the Mariners cream uniforms, just a different shade of teal. 2-2. Vest pops it up behind the plate. Out of play. And I must say, on a Tuesday night here in Long Beach, they have drawn a pretty good crowd for today. Not easy in this market. 2-2. Breaking ball, line down the right field line. That is fair. Rolls into the right field corner. Vest already has a triple today, and he will stop at second with a leadoff double. So he fought off 3 pitches, saw 9 total, 8 total, I should say, for getting a high breaking ball that he could tomahawk down the right field line. Third hit for Long Beach, and here comes Bardowell. Well, even in a 5-run game, and in a ballpark that is much more pitcher-friendly than Raimondi Park, you cannot count out this Long Beach offense. That is amongst the top of the league. First pitch to Bardowell is a cutter outside for ball 1. Bardowell grounded out to short in his first at-bat. The pitch is flared foul down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Third most home runs in the league for Long Beach. One in the dirt and smothered by Smith. 2 balls and a strike. And here at home, they are very tough to beat. 13-2 here at Blair Field. 2-1 pitch from Rissy. Bardowell takes a fastball low. 3 balls and a strike. Cuba Best, the DH, is on deck. This is the heart of Long Beach's lineup. And now an inside move to second. Three and 1. The pitch. Bardowell hits a fly ball. Deep left center. Santos looks up and it is gone. A 2-run missile from Matthew Bardowell. His 8th home run of the year. And it's a 5-2 Oakland lead. And off the crack of the bat, there was no question about that. 415 feet to left center at 114 miles an hour off the bat. Those are all big league metric numbers. Here's Cuba Bess, and he fouls the first pitch off to the left for strike 1. He's hit 8 homers this year, and half of them have come against Oakland. 0-1. Best takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Still a 3-run lead for Oakland here in the fourth. Best flew out to deep center in his first at-bat. The pitch misses low, and it's 2-1. Best has been on a bit of a hot streak. 4 consecutive multi-hit games for the former Grand Junction Jackalope. 2-1. Cut on and missed. On a high fastball, it's 2-2. Bess is rocking the stirrups for this evening. Might be the only player on that Long Beach team rocking stirrups. White undersock. The black sock over the top. 2-2. Fouled back into the screen. And the count remains 2-2. Two runs here in the fourth for Long Beach. Still nobody out. 2-2 coming. Bess slices it to left center field, and that will head to the wall on a couple of bounces before it's dug out by Santos. And Cuba Bess has a double. So the first 3 have reached in this inning, and they've all been pretty loud contact. Vest was probably the softest of the contact, but Bardowell's 2-run homer was a laser, and this one was driven hard to left center, and this will prompt a mound visit from Jim Diedrich. Pitching coach for Oakland makes his way out to talk with Rissy. Aiden Rissy today, Charlie Hurley, the scheduled starter tomorrow, and then Griffin Smith for Thursday. Before we'll head to Modesto for the 4th of July weekend in the Central Valley. So here comes Jablonski. And again, this Long Beach team can erase deficits pretty quickly. Jablonski doubled in his first at-bat. I mean, these are your big boppers for Long Beach. Vest, Bardowell, Bess, Jablonski. First pitch. Jablonski grounds it foul over towards first. No balls and a strike. Anthony Mata, the shortstop, to follow. Rissy clears at second. The pitch. Jablonski hits it foul down the left field line. It's 0-2. Rissy still attacking these power bats of Long Beach. He hasn't really been living off the corners. He's been going right at them with the sinker. 0-2. Fastball high and outside. 1-2. First time he and Connor Smith are working together as battery mates, with Clora having the night off. 1-2. Jablonski rips it to right. Blythe sprints after it, and that one hops the wall. Bess rounds third. He's going to get the stop sign as Leahy's relay throw goes into the plate. Bess had to make sure that ball got down and past Blythe before heading for third base. So second and third with nobody out. And here comes Anthony Mata. Second double for Jablonski, and here comes the shortstop Mata. 4 consecutive extra base hits to begin this 4th inning. And Rissy got through the first 3 innings relatively easily, and now Long Beach is starting to figure him out. Infield is back. First pitch to Mata on the way. Popped up. Shallow right field. Blythe sprints after it, calls off Leahy, makes the catch. Bess bluffs a tag at third base. And everybody stays put at second and third. And a much needed first out of the frame for Rissy. Got a first pitch pop up in the shallow right, and Blythe is able to track it down. One down for Pappas. 2 runs in on 4 hits. Oakland will trade the second out of the frame for a run. And now Rissy steps off the slab. I don't think he and Smith were on the same page after going through the signs. So he gets back on the rubber. First pitch to Pappas. Breaking ball, outside corner, called a strike. Sweeper's been working well for Rissy so far. 0-1. Pappas grounded out to first time around. 0-1. Pappas hits a high fly ball to deep left field. Buford is back to the warning track, makes a two-handed catch. Best tags and scores from third. And advancing to third from second is Jablonski. It's now a 5-3 Oakland lead on the sac fly from Johnny Pappas. Cam Buford out in left field for today, and it's only his third start of the season in left, and he's still trying to get adjusted after mostly serving as the DH for the first half. Here's Roach, and he takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. So Pappas with the sac fly, Bess in the score, 3 runs in for Long Beach. 1-0 to Roach. Breaking ball down the middle, looked at for strike 1. (5-3) Oakland. Bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 from Rissy is bounced off of his foot, foul as it ricochets down the third base line. It's almost tight roping the line before it's picked up by O'Sullivan at third base. One ball and 2 strikes. Oakland scored 4 in the top of the 4th. Long Beach has responded with 3 here in the 4th. Trying to keep it a 2-run game. 1-2. Roche just gets a piece. That was a breaking ball. He was out in front, and somehow he just got a piece of the baseball. Tying run is at the plate. Rissy is ready, the 1-2. Fastball high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came into the frame having thrown 40 pitches, and he has thrown over 30 in this frame alone. 2-2. Breaking ball flied. Into right. Foul territory. Ibarra, the first baseman, watches it hit the netting halfway up, and it's a foul. There is not a lot of foul territory, at least down the lines. Maybe a little bit more first base foul ground than third base foul ground. I think it's a little bit more than Ramondi Park by about 10 or so feet. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets him on a fastball low, but Long Beach responds with 3 runs on 4 extra base hits. It's now a 5-3 Ballers lead as we go to the 5th here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Blair Field here in Long Beach. Top of the 5th. It's Oakland 5, Long Beach 3. First pitch to Santos from Hemmerling is a breaking ball low, ball 1. Time for you to chat with G and TP. It's part of our chat GTP 5th inning. Fastball is low, 2 balls, no strikes. G as in Gareth, TP as in Tyler Peterson, who's with me in spirit. 2-0. Breaking ball high, 3 balls, no strikes. Well, we are only just about 10 minutes away from the Long Beach City Beach here from Blair Field. So what I want to know, the pitch, fastball is a called strike, 3-1. What is your favorite beach activity? Is it walking the beach, 3-1? Flying to left center field, struck well. Corona sprinting back. That is off the warning track and off the wall. Extra base east side at it again. He's got a double to lead off the 5th. That ball was smashed 103 off the bat to left center. And once Corona broke into a dead sprint, you had a feeling that this was going to be trouble, and it was. Good response from Santos after Long Beach plated 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Oakland looking to tack on more. So anyway, what's your favorite beach activity? Comment in our YouTube channel for those that are tuning in on the Ballers YouTube page. First pitch to Blythe is a fastball high, ball 1. My hope is at some point to take a nice walk along the beach while we're here. And we do make several trips down the Long Beach in the second half of the season. 1-0. Fastball is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. I believe we open the second half of the season in Long Beach. Yes, we do. Hemmerling's 2-0. Blythe fouls it off the mask of the catcher Pappas, 2-1. We'll make 3 trips total to Long Beach in the second half. Twice more in July and then once in August. And already a lot of the guys enjoying the warm weather and the Southern California sunshine. And I must say, it's been a mild week so far, temperature-wise, here in Long Beach. 2-1. Fastball, outside corner, called a strike, 2-2. Lots of great food options. And just driving through LA yesterday and getting to see all the sights and sounds of the City of Angels. 2-2. Blythe stays alive. Gets a piece off the end of the bat. 2-2. Santos with a double. He's standing at second base. Blythe blooped a single in the first and then grounded out to first in the 4th. Oakland holds a 2-run lead here in the 5th. Hemmerling comes home, and Blythe foul tips the breaking ball into Pappas' glove for strike 3. 4th strikeout for Hemmerling. 1 away for Jeter Ibarra. And here comes Troy Percival, the manager for Long Beach. And as he usually does, he hustles out to the mound. Not a pitching change, but just a quick word from Percival. Let's see. Anybody? Again, they're going to intentionally walk Ibarra. Wow. Ibarra given the 4 fingers from Percival. Well, Troy hustled out to talk with Hemmerling, and then as he walked back to the dugout, he looked at the home plate umpire, Brandon Hastings, and then just threw up the 4 fingers. And that was the indication for Ibarra to go take first base. Here's Leahy. First pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball 1, and Long Beach wants to challenge.
After review of the possible challenge, the pitch is confirmed and ball.
Pitch is confirmed a ball off the outside. So the count is 1-0. Let's see. Xavier Garcia, 2006, said maybe doing a sandcastle as his favorite beach activity. 1-0 fastball is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. So Long Beach is down to just one challenge for the rest of the day. Oakland still has both remaining. Lala Lemonbird says, I love tide pooling, but I'm most likely to enjoy a burrito while watching the sunset. 2-0. Leahy chops it softly to second. Fielded by Jablonski. Gets the force out at second for one. And the turn to first is in time for a double play. Jablonski started it. Mata finished it. The shortstop. And it's an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. The intentional walk to Ibarra does pay off for Long Beach. Halfway home here from Blairfield. It's 5-3 Oakland our score here on Ballers Radio. Halfway home here in Long Beach, it's 5-3 Oakland on this Tuesday night. My name's Gareth Kwok for Ballers Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Eddie Pelk, top of the lineup for Long Beach, leads off against Aiden Rissy, who is hoping for a bounce-back fifth after giving up 3 runs in the 4th. First pitch to Pelk. He shows bunt, and he bunts it foul towards the Oakland dugout on the third base side. It's 0-1. Again, let me know your favorite beach time activity, since we are just 10 minutes away from the Long Beach City Beach here at Blair Field. As part of our chat GTP 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Good. Breaking ball taken down the middle for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ben63VW said getting his feet wet. Yeah, because why not? If you don't want to get your whole waist or body wet. The pitch. Breaking ball just a bit low and outside. 1-2. Pelk's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Rissy's 1-2. Fastball in tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Lowe asking me if I've had any good food in Long Beach. And yes, I have. 2-2. Well outside with the breaking ball, 3-2. There's a very nice food hall, which is inside of like almost a hangar, just 5 minutes away. 3-2. Fastball is outside, ball 4. I should say a 5-minute drive. It's more like a half-hour walk, but yesterday we had the time to walk over there to, it's literally called the hangar. And it's a food hall, kind of like Prescott Market. There was a great Korean barbecue little joint that was offering Korean barbecue burritos. So I've had I actually enjoyed it so much I went there twice. Yesterday for dinner, and today with some of the players for lunch. First pitch to Corona is hit high and shallow into right field. Blythe jogs in, makes the catch for the first out of the fifth. We usually like to organize lunch buses for the players and any of the coaches. If there aren't too many spots within walking distance, and while there are a couple of spots near our hotel, it's not a whole lot of variety, not much within walking distance. So we went to this food hall, and I've had 2 Korean barbecue burritos, one with bulgogi and one with spicy pork belly. First pitch to Vest hits him on the hand. Or did he get him on the elbow? I don't know. Vest is not showing as much discomfort as I would have thought. Maybe it got him on the elbow guard. So Pelk to second, and now the tying runs are on second and first with 1 out. They also offer poke bowls. There's some smash burgers. I think you can get Japanese food. You can get masubi if you like from this Japanese spot. It's very good. We'll have to check out some other recommendations while we're down here. Here's Bardowell. First pitch. Breaking ball down the middle for a called strike 1. Dan said their food hall is no Prescott Market. I never said it was Prescott Market. I just said it's similar. Here's a pitch bounced foul off of his foot. 0-2. That's just what I'm comparing it to. Of course, Prescott Market. We love it dearly, and it is an iconic staple in West Oakland. I'm just saying, if I had to compare it to where we were going, it's kind of like that. The 0-2 pitch to Bardowell. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ethan Rissy fearless in that at-bat against Bardowell after he took him deep to left center. He elevated the fastball, and he picked up his 3rd strikeout of the game. 2 outs for Cuba Bess. Dan asking, what's my beach must do? Honestly, it's just a nice long walk on the beach. I mean, I could go for a mile or a mile and a half on the beach barefoot. Here's the first pitch to Bess. He swings and misses at a fastball. It's 0-1. I do know that Long Beach is underrated as a city and food destination. Can't wait to go for a game. Yes, I mean, all the coaches are raving about the city so far. It's only been 1 day in. 0-1, a little bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, there's plenty to do. There's been a lot of golf courses around as we've been bussing. We are looking forward to exploring more of the city. 1-1. Fastball low. 2 balls and a strike. And again, this is a very nice, intimate ballpark. I'm very surprised, pleasantly surprised with the crowd today. It's almost full for a Tuesday midweek. I don't see a whole lot of empty seats. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the changeup. 2-2. Oakland 5, Long Beach 3. Coast have the tying runs on second and first with 2 outs. Pelk is at second, Vest at first. And Cuba Bess has big-time power. 10 home runs on the year, 41 runs batted in. Rissy comes set at the belt. Is 2-2. Is fly down the left field line. Foul. Rissy at 84 pitches on the night. He threw 112 last Wednesday in Modesto. So we should have still a little left in the tank. 2-2. Fouled back. And certainly retiring Bess will be no easy task. It's hard to strike out these Long Beach hitters. They all put the ball in play. They all put the ball in play with hard contact. 2-2. Breaking ball is outside, and now it's a full count. Cannot see our bullpen out in left field. We are obscured from our vantage point in the broadcast booth. Doesn't look like anyone's actively warming up, though. Runners will be on the move. 3-2. Bess lines it into left field, down for a base hit. Here comes Pelk. Buford's throw is up the line and not in time. It's a one-run game. 5-4 Oakland on the 2-out RBI single from Cuba Bess. Best advanced to second. And here is Jablonski. Now, Aiden Rissy is really walking the tightrope now. Had a 5-0 lead at the end of 3.5. 4 unanswered runs from Long Beach so far. It's a 5-4 game. First pitch, changeup, clips the outside for a strike. 0-1. And this would be a time for Connor Smith behind the plate. If there's a pitch that he thinks it's close, I think he's got a challenge. This is the biggest spot of the game right here. 0-1. Jablonski takes high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rissy at 94 pitches. It's very possible this could be his last frame. Long Beach seeing him for a 3rd time around now. 1-1 on Jablonski, the pitch. Fastball outside corner, beautifully placed by Rissy, and it's 1-2. I think Jablonski has wanted to use a challenge twice in this at-bat, but he doesn't want to risk it. Long Beach with 1 challenge remaining. Oakland has 2. First game of a 3-game series here in Long Beach. Vest, the tying run at second. Bess, the go-ahead run at first. 1-2. Low with the breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rissy is ready. 2-2 pitch is low. That's a good miss with the sweeper, but Jablonski with a better eye. And now a payoff pitch coming against a guy who's just hammered the ballers all season series long. He's got 2 extra base hits today. Runners on the move. 3-2 is taken down the middle for strike 3. A fastball freezes Jablonski, and Aiden Rissy holds the Oakland lead. A run in for the Coast on 1 hit. His 4th strikeout of the day comes in a huge spot. 5-4 Ballers. We go to the 6th here on Ballers Radio. Top six here from Long Beach. It's 5-4 Ballers. Time now for our out-of-town scoreboard update around the Pioneer League on this Tuesday with 2 weeks left in the first half. Idaho Falls defeats Billings 10-3 in a makeup from May 31st. So they are making up the game today as part of a doubleheader as Winland takes a fastball high, ball one. In the second game of the doubleheader, Idaho Falls and Billings are tied at 4 in the bottom of the fourth. Hemmerling still in his 1-0. Winland skies it foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glacier leads 12-2 on Great Falls in the bottom of the 8th. Glacier would win its 8th in a row if the result holds. Boise leads Ogden 9-3 in the top of the 8th. Red Pocket and Missoula tied at 7 in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1. Winland lines it foul down the left field line again, 1-2. And last but not least, Modesto and Yuba Southern. Roadsters lead 6-4 on the Freebirds in the top of the 6th. 1-2 on Winland. Here's the pitch. Winland pops it up foul behind the plate. In his first game back here in Long Beach and against his former team, Winland's 1 for 2 with an RBI double to deep center. Second-year pro. Now time is called by Winland as Hemmerling was about to come home. There is activity in the right field bullpen for Long Beach. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He fans him on a big curveball. 5th strikeout for Hemmerling. 1 away for Buford. Cam's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch skips in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Buford takes a strike. A breaking ball at the knees, 1-1. There's plenty of fans wearing Mexico uniforms for tonight with the Mexican national team hosting Ecuador, 2-1 after the ball high. And I understand that the game was in a weather delay and now it has just started. Fastball is high. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1). Buford takes ball 4 off the outside with a fastball. Third walk issued by Hemmerling. And Brendan O'Sullivan will come up to the plate. All these knockout stage games have just been terrific thus far. Yesterday, the penalty shootout between Germany and Paraguay. Paraguay with the big-time upset over Germany in penalty kicks. Morocco outlasting the Netherlands in penalty kicks as well. First pitch to O'Sullivan. Fastball is upstairs for ball 1. Today, France shuts out Sweden 3-0. Norway with a late winner thanks to Erling Haaland. 2-1 victory over the Ivory Coast. 1-0. Fastball high. 2-0. And Mexico with a 2-0 lead on Ecuador in the 49th minute. 2-0 pitch. O'Sullivan fouls it back into the screen, 2-1. Big game for the United States tomorrow as they play their round of 32 matchup against Bosnia-Herzegovina at 5 p.m. Pacific. 2-1 pitch to O'Sullivan. Breaking ball, outside corner, looked at for strike 2. England takes on the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Belgium plays Senegal. Emmerling's 2-2 on the way. O'Sullivan bounces it to the pitcher, Emmerling. Throws a second for one. Mata's turn to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. It's the third twin killing for Hemmerling and Long Beach tonight. And it sends us to the bottom of the sixth with Oakland leading 5-4 here on Ballers Radio. It's a call to the bullpen for Oakland here in the bottom of the sixth, with Oakland leading by one here in Long Beach, 5-4. Valek Cisneros is a new righty for the Ballers, and he replaces the starting right-hander Aiden Rissy, who bent but did not break. 5 innings for Rissy, 4 runs allowed, 7 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts in his third start against Long Beach this year. Anthony Mata leads off here in the sixth. And Cisneros, his first pitch is a fastball down the middle for a called strike. 0-1. Valek appearing for a 16th time this year, which leads the ball club. A 3-0 record. He has struck out 22 batters in 19 innings. The 0-1. Fastball inside corner, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Walks have been high for him, though, 17 walks. But he has been a high leverage reliever all year long for Aaron Miles this season. Is 0-2. Is swung on him, missed strike 3. Boy, he got a bad swing from Mata on that slider outside. His best pitch. Gets his first out of the sixth. Rissy, through the first 3 of his 5 innings in scoreless fashion, then gave up 3 runs on 4 extra base hits in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th, and stranded the tying runs at 2nd and 1st. Here's Johnny Pappas, who hooks one foul down the left field line for strike 1. So now can the bullpen hold strong? Cisneros was actually the winning pitcher on Sunday against Yuba Sutter, as he dealt a scoreless 9th. 0-1. Breaking ball in tight, 1 ball and 1 strike. Former closer at Central Oklahoma Division II school. Takes a deep breath. The right-hander is 1-1. Breaking ball in tight. 2 balls and a strike. 25 years of age. Will turn 26 in just about 2 weeks. Former All-American in his first full professional season. 2-1. Pappas hooks it down the line. Foul. Down the left field line. It's 2-2. He is the MIAA and Central Oklahoma's all-time saves holder at 31 saves. 2-2. Pappas rolls it foul down the third base line past his third base coach, Troy Gloss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 on Pappas. Cisneros deals in the dirt with a breaking ball, full count. Bottom of the lineup, up to the plate for Long Beach. Mata, the 7th hitter. Pappas and Roach, the 8 and 9 bats. Full count pitch. Breaking ball bounced, foul. Over towards third. Pappas was not going to play this season. He had retired after making that long run with Idaho Falls. Runner-ups, of course, last year to Oakland. 3-2. Fouled back. Stays alive, but Troy Percival called him up. They needed the catcher after Tom McCaffrey went down with a thumb injury. And Pappas could not turn down Troy Percival's request for the Chino Hills native. 3-2. Fastball is low and outside, ball 4. 1 out walk. And here is Roach. By the way, there's one defensive substitution for Oakland. TJ McKenzie comes off the bench. He's now playing left field for Cam Buford. So you get one of your best defensive outfielders now in the corner. Isai Santos is still in center. First pitch to Roach. Breaking ball taken at the knees for a called strike 1. Good crowd, good ball game thus far to open up the series here in Long Beach. 0-1 on Roach. Cisneros throws. Fastball fly. Deep left field. McKenzie backpedals. He has room and makes the catch shy of the warning track for the second out. Different ballpark. You can pitch a little bit more true. That's a home run at Ramondi Park, but here at Blair Field, plenty of room out and left for McKenzie. Here is Pelk, the leadoff man. 4th time up to the plate. First pitch is low and outside. It deflects off the glove of Smith. He picks it up. No advance from Pappas. 1 ball, no strikes. Huntington Beach, California native, 1-0. Low and in, gets away from Smith, and that allows Pappas to advance to second on a wild pitch. So the first pitch was well outside, the next pitch was well inside, and Smith cannot get a glove on it. And it's a very deep backstop here in Long Beach. 2-0. Cisneros deals. Pelk lays off a slider low and in for ball 3. Coming into the game, batting .415. And that's just 8th in the Pioneer League. 3-0. He takes all the way, and it's a ball in the dirt. So the second walk issued by Cisneros in the inning. And here is Corona. Aaron Miles is at least out of the dugout, but he's not. He's just hanging around in front of the dugout. He might give Cisneros one more batter before the lefty vest comes in. Here is Emilio Corona, right on right matchup. First pitch is a slider at the knees, looked at for strike one. Another key spot in the ball game. Oakland ahead by a run, but the tying and go-ahead runs at second and first for Long Beach. 0-1. Corona chases a breaking ball well in the dirt and outside, and it's 0-2. And there's that slider that Cisneros loves to go to. No balls and 2 strikes. Cisneros at the belt high set. 0-2. Breaking ball way outside. An easy take. 1-2 on Corona. Dusk here in Long Beach. Lights are on. An active crowd on hand. 1-2 on the way. And somehow Corona got a piece. Wow. On a fastball that was going to hit the plate, and he just caught the end of the bat on it. Fans doing the wave for whatever reason here in the 6th and chanting LBC. 1-2. Corona taps it foul at the plate. Cisneros is primarily a 2-pitch guy. Fastball, low 90s, and then that hard slider. One and 2. The pitch popped up out of play. And that might have been a bit of a mistake from Cisneros. He left that middle in. But Corona was out in front on it. The count remains 1-2. Long Beach will make you earn every out in the game. 1-2. Corona bounces it hard up the middle in the center, a base hit. Here comes Pappas. The throw is cut off by Leahy, and Long Beach has tied it up. Game-tying RBI single from Emilio Corona, and we are knotted up at 5 here in the 6th. So 2 walks and a game-tying single. And I don't think Valak is going to see another hitter, but the lefty vest coming up to the plate. Aaron Miles points to left field. And we will have a pitching change here in the 6th. It's another call to the bullpen for Oakland here in the 6th with the game tied at 5 here on Ballers Radio. What a big spot for the newest left-hander in the bullpen for Oakland. It's the southpaw Jake Villar who makes his Ballers and Pro debut, trying to hold this game at a 5-5 contest here in Long Beach. A 2-out game-tying single off the bat of Emilio Corona has knotted the score at 5 in the bottom of the 6th. And it's the lefty Villar who takes over now for Valek Cisneros. Villar, 22 years of age, just signed yesterday by Oakland out of UC San Diego. Pitched 4 seasons in college, 2 at Santa Barbara City College and the last 2 at UC San Diego. And this past year with the Tritons, he pitched in 24 games, struck out 36 in 42 innings, an ERA of 7.07. He was an All Big West honorable mention selection, and he faces the first baseman Cooper Vest. The power-hitting left-handed slugger digs into the box, and the first pitch from Villar is a slider off the outside for ball 1. 2 walks and a game-tying single given up by Cisneros in his 2/3 of a frame. Villar's 1-0. Vest bounces it to second. Leahy charges, fumbles the ball, and everyone's safe. A costly error from Leahy. Loads the bases. And here comes Bardowell. He had it in his glove, and then as he was trying to get the ball out of his glove, he juggled it. And the error comes at a bad time. Pelk to third, Corona to second, Vest on the E4. And Bardowell has a chance to give Long Beach its first lead of the night. Tough welcome so far for Villar. Now he's got to dig deep. First pitch to the right-handed batting Bardowell on the way. Breaking ball line, right center field. This splits the gap and is down for a base hit. 2 runs score. Matthew Bardowell drives in a pair with a single, and Long Beach leads 7-5. Vest to third. Bardowell has driven home 4 runs today. And the error fights Oakland here in the 6th. Here's Cuba Bess. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch. Breaking ball bounced to Ibarra. First baseman jumps up to field the baseball head high and then steps on the bag to retire the side. But Long Beach has taken the lead with 3 runs on 2 hits and an error. 7-5 Coast. How will Oakland respond as we go to the 7th? Smith, Cobb, Santos coming up when we return here on Ballers Radio. Well, Oakland, for the first time, finds itself trailing here in Long Beach. It's now a 7-5 Coast lead as the Coast have scored 7 unanswered runs. First pitch to Connor Smith from the new lefty, Matthew O'Brien, is a fastball high for ball 1. 3 runs in for the Coast in the 6th. 1-0. Smith takes a changeup down the middle for a strike. It's 1-1. And from one debut to another, Matthew O'Brien, the southpaw, makes his pro debut. The 1-1 is a changeup at the knees, called a strike, and it's 1-2. Out of UC Riverside, he's still just 21 years of age. 1-2. Smith takes high with a fastball, 2-2. He won't turn 22 until the 21st of July. Simi Valley, California native. 2-2. Smith checks his swing and fouls it back. And he's talking to himself like, oh man, I should have just committed all the way at that pitch or taken it. He knew that was going to be a ball. From the windup, 2-2. Smith hits it foul down the left field line. O'Brien pitched a team-high 77 2/3 innings for the Highlanders and recorded a team-high 40 strikeouts. Second team All-Big West selection for UC Riverside this year. 2-2. Smith fouls it back into the padded backstop. The rookie battling here to open up the 7th as Oakland looks for a response. Emmerling, the starter, is out. After 6 innings of 5-run ball, 8 hits and 3 walks allowed with 5 strikeouts. 2-2 to Smith. Wow, not even close on a high fastball. Well over the head of Pappas, and it's a 3-2 count. So Hemmerling still goes 6, despite Oakland seeing him for the best time this year. 3-2. Smith hits a high fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Pelk. He's looking up, and it is gone. First pro big fly for Connor Smith. And the Ballers are within 1. It's 7-6 Coast on a ball that he just crushed to left field. It hits the championship signage out in left field where Long Beach State honors its past. Has the years of its Big West championships and their College World Series appearances. It's a wall of honor of sort. What a shot from Smith. 371 feet to left, 102 miles an hour off the bat for a guy that, if he wasn't a baller right now, he would be in Hawaii with his family on summer vacation. In Kauai, to be more specific. First pitch to Cobb is a breaking ball high and outside for ball 1. The rest of the family in Kauai, while Smith here in Long Beach, and he's got a 3-for-3 game. The 1-0 is fouled into the glove of fouled into the glove of Pappas by Cobb for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. And Cobb chased a breaking ball outside. It's 1-2. The rookie 3-for-3, 2 runs batted in, and a booming home run to left field. O'Brien delivers a 1-2. And Cobb takes inside for ball 2 with the fastball, 2-2. O'Brien working quickly. Lefty's 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Cobb chased another changeup off the outside corner. He's now 0-for-4. First professional strikeout for O'Brien, where's 1 away for Santos. O'Brien started his college career at a Hawaii high-low. First pitch, Santos takes high with a fastball, ball one. Before then transferring to UC Riverside for the past 2 seasons. 1-0 pitch. Santos looks at a strike. Fastball down the middle. And it's 1-1. 4-pitch guy, fastball, sinker, changeup, and slider for O'Brien. The pitch. Santos grounds it foul over towards the Long Beach first base dugout. It's 1-2. Oakland down by a run, 7-6. Coast. 1-2. In the dirt. With a breaking ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eastside 1 for 3 with a double to left center back in the 5th. O'Brien winds 2-2. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes with Noah Blythe on deck. The pitch. Santos pops it up behind the plate, and it's out of play. Just about nightfall now here in Long Beach. A great atmosphere so far here at Blair Field. 3-2. Breaking ball misses outside, ball 4. Eastside draws the walk, and the tying runs at first with 1 out for Noah Blythe. Let's say today's got the feel of a Friday night college game, just like a kind of a, we're in a college ballpark, just got the feel of a Friday night conference series, you could say, and that's it for O'Brien. Troy Percival is going to make a pitching change. So O'Brien sees 3 batters, retires only one of them, and the Coast will make their second pitching change of the day. 7-6 Long Beach as we go to the pitching change here on Ballers Radio. Matthew O'Brien sees only 3 batters and tosses just 11 pitches before his professional debut is cut short. Troy Percival makes a call to the bullpen here for the Coast. Long Beach ahead 7-6 on Oakland, and it's the right-hander Mason Bryant who takes over. First pitch to Blythe is a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Eastside Santos, the tying run at first base. Oakland down by a run here in the top of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes on Blythe. Bryant throws, and Blythe takes a fastball in tight for ball 2. The numbers for Bryant thus far as he makes his 9th appearance of the year. 5.14 ERA. 2-0. Blythe hits a weak ground ball, but it's through in the right of base hit. And Santos stops at second base. Noah Blythe with a multi-hit ball game. And Oakland has 2 men on with 1 out for Jeter Ibarra. The infield was shifted to the left, playing for Blythe to pull, and he hit it away from the defense. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first for the Pioneer League's home run leader and the team's RBI leader in Jeter Ibarra. Drove in his 41st run of the year in the first inning with a double. First pitch, he takes a fastball down the middle for strike 1. 7 innings pitched for Bryant. 7 strikeouts, 5 walks. Hasn't pitched a ton so far this year. 0-1. Ibarra takes a strike, a fastball on the outside, and it's 0-2. But perhaps he might be used in more high leverage spots. Julian Hernandez, the right-hander, was just signed by Long Beach by the Angels. 0-2. Ibarra fouls it back into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Excuse me, he signed with the Diamondbacks. One of Long Beach's best relievers, now a member of the D-backs. So Bryant in now. 0-2. Ibarra chops it to first. It's fielded by Vest. He throws a second for 1 out. Turn to first. Not in time. The pitcher came off the bag, says the first base umpire, Ryan Blayberg, and Troy Percival can't believe the call. He runs out and is arguing with Blayberg, and off real time, I thought the pitcher, Bryant, held the bag, but I guess he didn't, and he might have strained something because he's stretching out his hamstring. He tried to stretch out like a first baseman, knowing that Ibarra was close to beating it out, even though I don't think he even needed to stretch. I think Ibarra would have been out had he just stretched regularly, but almost did the full-blown splits. And Jerome Williams, the pitching coach for Long Beach, they got the Corinne Holly, the athletic trainer, out there as well, tending to Bryant, who's now going to deal a few warm-up pitches to make sure he's okay. Either way, Santos to third. Blythe is forced out at second. 2 outs now on the 3-6 fielder's choice. And wouldn't this be fitting for Nick Leahy to try and redeem himself? Bryant, he might not be able to go. He is not going to continue as a new pitcher is running out from right field for Long Beach. Wow. So Bryant faces 2 hitters before apparently suffering an injury while trying to cover first base on a double play ball. The hamstring flares up during the warm-up pitches, and he cannot continue. So another pitching change. It'll be the 3rd reliever of the inning coming for Long Beach. Big spot in the game. The tying run at third. Go-ahead run at first base with 2 outs in the 7th. Oakland down 7-6 against Long Beach with Leahy coming up. We'll be right back here on Ballers Radio. Steven Odorica is the new pitcher for the Coast, and Oakland will use its second player off the bench today. TJ McKenzie, a defensive substitution for Cam Buford, and now Jaden Kalora will hit for Nick Leahy in the 5 spot with the tying run for Oakland at third base and the go-ahead run at first. And the Ballers are down by a run. 7-6 Coast. The side armor, the submariner Odorica, Oakland has seen plenty of times, looking to get the final out of the 7th and keep it a 1-run Long Beach lead. Kalora digs in. First pitch is a fastball down the middle for a strike at 80 miles an hour, 0-1. He is the Tyler Rogers of this team. 0-1 on Kalora. Jaden hits a grounder to third. It's scooped up by Roach. He throws to first. It's low and dug out by Vest. And the inning is over. Ballers score a run on 2 hits. Connor Smith goes deep to left for his first professional homer. And the Ballers are now within a run. It's 7-6 Coast as we head to our Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch here on Ballers Radio. Connor Smith's first professional homer, the 80th homer of the season for the Ballers as part of our Sonic Internet home run tracker, has pulled the Ballers within 1 run. It is 7-6 Long Beach, and Jake Villar returns to the mound for the Ballers after recording the final out of the 6th. He faces Jablonski, Mata, and Pappas, the 6, 7, 8 bats for the Coast. Down by a run. Jablonski now batting from the right side. First pitch is a slider high for ball 1. Jablonski is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. First time batting as a right-handed hitter today. Villar's 1-0 is a changeup on the outside, called a strike. 1-1. Villar, the newest baller, signed today. Rookie out of UC San Diego from Santa Clarita, California. The left-hander's 1-1. Jablonski takes low with a changeup, 2 balls and a strike. He was born in Torrance, but grew up a Giants fan. He was a huge Tim Lincecum fan. That was his favorite pitcher growing up. And he just wrapped up his college career with the Tritons at UC San Diego, where they made a spirited run to the Big West Championship game, only to lose to Cal Poly. He's set. 2-1. Jablonski bounces it to third, fielded by O'Sullivan. Long throw across the diamond is on target and in time for the first outs. Here is Mata, the shortstop, and that's it for Villar. Villar faces 4 batters. He probably should have only faced 2 if Leahy didn't make the error on the grounder from Vest. So Villar departs. His professional debut is in the books, and we'll have another Ballers debut coming up right after the break. It's 7-6 Coast with 1 out and the base is empty in the 7th on Ballers Radio. We have another Ballers debut here in the 7th as the left-hander Jake Villar departs after making his pro debut. And it's the right-hander Connor Godwin who appears for Oakland for the first time this season. Not his professional debut. He was a former Dodgers minor leaguer for about a season after signing with the Dodgers as an undrafted free agent out of junior college. 24 years of age, native of Horseheads, New York. 6'4", 207 pounds, and here he is back in Southern California, looking to get the final 2 outs of the 7th. It's 7-6 Coast. 1 out, base is empty. Anthony Mata, the shortstop, stands in the righty box against Godwin, who works from the wine on the third base side of the slab. First pitch, fastball up high and in at 93 for ball 1. Mata is 0 for 3. Godwin's 1-0. Fastball high, 2 balls, no strikes. He made his professional debut last year for Rancho Cucamonga, the single-A affiliate of the Dodgers. 2-0. Fastball well outside. He's a little bit wild here to start. 3-0. 7.21 ERA and 43 2/3 innings. 50 strikeouts last year with the Quakes of Rancho Cucamonga. 3-0. Fastball, there's a strike on the lower outside corner. 3-1 on Mata. He pitched in the second most games for Rancho Cucamonga last year. 3-1. Fastball is up and in, ball 4. And it's a walk to begin his tenure in Oakland. He was pitching for the New York Boulders in the Frontier League to start this season after he was cut by the Dodgers in March. Struggled with command, 18 walks in 15 innings, and then the Boulders released him on June 15th. Picked up by Oakland about 10 days later. First pitch, Pappas takes a fastball off the outside, ball 1. 7-6 Coast. Last of the 7th. Pappas has driven in the run via a sac fly. There's a good fastball on the lower outside corner for strike 1. And we have a challenge here from Pappas.
After review of the pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the pitch has been running for a strike. Long Beach uses the challenge.
The call has been confirmed. Fastball did nick the outside corner. And the Coast have no challenges remaining. One and one. Pappas takes a ball in the dirt. What a great stop from Smith. A sprawling stop to his right on the slider. Otherwise, that ball is going to the backstop, and it's an extra base for Mata. 2 balls and a strike. Godwin sets at the chest. Now the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is a called strike. Throw by Smith on one bounce. A tag from Lee. He is late. Mata remains perfect on the base paths. He is now 10 of 10 in stolen bases. First time seeing Smith deliver a throw, and that was a pretty quick pop time from the catcher. Throw on one bounce on the bag, just a hair late. But the arm action and the movement, good from Smith behind the plate. 2-2 in the dirt. Another good stop from Smith on that breaking ball. And now Godwin's got to come in, 3-2. Oakland led by as many as 5-0 in this game. They've been outscored 7-1 since. 3-2 pitch to Pappas. On the way. Fastball is high. Ball 4. Right now the fastball is just sailing on Godwin. And Aaron Miles walks out. Now Godwin hasn't faced 3 batters yet. And I don't know if Aaron is just making a visit to talk to him and just make a pointed message. And looks like a very direct message to Godwin here after he has walked his first 2 batters. You can kind of tell via the body language of Aaron, who doesn't have much patience for free bases. And I think that was a pretty easy message to figure out. So Mata at second, Pappas at first, and back-to-back walks against the 7 and 8 batters in the lineup. Here's Patrick Roach. Roach steps in with 1 out in the 7th. First offering. Fastball there. That one is taken for a strike down the middle. At 93, it's 0-1. It's good velocity from Godwin. He just needs to harness it. The 0-1 pitch to Roach is lifted to right. Hit well. Blythe drifts back, settles underneath, makes the catch. Mata tags from second and advances to third. So a deep fly ball allows Mata to get to third base. Pappas holds at first. 2 outs for Pelk. This will be a big test for Godwin against one of the best hitters in the league. Pelk has walked twice and has scored twice, even though he has not collected a hit. But he is one of the best hitters in the league. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball at the top of the zone, called strike 1. Nothing in 1 on Pelk. As Godwin is set. Right-hander's 0-1. Pelk takes inside, and I don't think Smith has utilized a challenge yet behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. That felt like a good one to maybe try. Get ahead 0-2. They have both their challenges left. 1-1. Fastball is inside. And now the pitcher, Godwin, initiates a challenge.
After review of the topical strike zone challenge, the pitch is confirmed a ball.
Pitch is confirmed a ball. just inside. I mean, it was a great spot. If they had challenged the pitch prior, that would have been a strike. But that's how it goes. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you just miss. 2-1. Pelk fouls it off to the left. Right now it's been straight heat from Godwin. That fastball touching 94. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on the guy that rarely strikes out in Pelk. Almost certain to put the ball in play. Ballers down by a run. 7-6 our score. 2-2. Pelk takes high and outside, and it's a full count. Mata's at third. Pappas at first. Pappas will get a head start. It is 3-2. Godwin throws, and Pelk strikes out swinging on the slider. Inning over. A gut check from Connor Godwin. He walked the first two batters of his baller's career, but he gets Roach to fly out, and he gets Pelk to strike out. And Oakland down by just a run as we go to the eighth. 7-6 Coast here on Ballers Radio. Top of the eighth here from Long Beach. And Troy Percival is turning to his closer, Zach Volker, to perhaps collect a 6-out save with Long Beach ahead 7-6. It's no bugle from Timmy Trumpet that Edwin Diaz comes out to with the Dodgers, but it's War Pigs of Black Sabbath that these Long Beach fans have known since the start of the year. Volker, a hard-throwing closer, comes in to face Paul Windland first. First pitch to Paul is a fastball up and in for ball one. Volker appears for a 20th time this year in search of a 7th save this season. 35 strikeouts in 21 and a third innings. It is 1-0 from the line. Windland takes a fastball in at 95, 2-0. Just a 3.38 ERA for Volker. And now it's Windland facing his former teammate. 2-0 coming. Windland takes a fastball in. 3 balls, no strikes. Volker has walked 15 batters in those 21 and a third innings. But it is dynamite stuff. Hard fastball. 3-0. Windland taking all the way, and he takes a ball inside. Ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to begin the eighth, and the tying run is at first. TJ McKenzie steps up to the plate for the first time today after replacing Cam Buford in the 7th. First pitch to McKenzie, who takes a fastball middle in for a strike, 0-1. Oakland has one bench player left, and that is Jake Allgaier, who is getting the day off for the first time this year. 0-1 to McKenzie. TJ swings and misses at a high fastball, and he's behind 0-2. O'Sullivan on deck. Volker with a mid-90s fastball, and then he has a hard slider. No balls, 2 strikes. Winland with his lead. Now time is called by McKenzie, who on the season is batting .257 with 7 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Volker is set at the belt. Long pause. Still paused. Now the pitch. And McKenzie lays off a slider. Outside, it's 1-2. Oakland trying to rally. Down by 1 here in the 8th. 7-6 Coast here on the road. Volker's 1-2. McKenzie takes a fastball off the outside. What a great take. 96, nearly catching the outside corner. It's 2-2. Long Beach is out of challenges. Oakland has both. The 2-2 coming to McKenzie is low and in. Slider misses, and it's a full count. Does Aaron Miles send Winland here? Aaron likes to send runners in motion on full count pitches to avoid a potential double play ball. 3-2. He does not go. And McKenzie chops it to third. Fielded by Roach. Throws a second for 1. Turn to first. Not in time. And McKenzie needed all that speed to beat it out on a hard hit chopper to avoid the double play. And Aaron Miles will use the last player off of his bench today, as Jake Allgaier is coming off the bench to pinch hit for Brendan O'Sullivan. It won't truly be a full day off for Allgaier, as he comes off the bench looking to spark this Oakland offense. What a start to the season for Allgaier. .328 batter, 9 home runs, 35 runs batted in. And it's against an arm that he has faced plenty of times in Volker. To be fair, this whole team has seen him plenty of times. Jake, the switch hitter, batting from the left side. McKenzie at first. 1 out. McKenzie a base-stealing threat. First pitch. Allgaier takes a fastball high and outside, 1-0. McKenzie has 10 stolen bases, has been caught just twice. Better speed on the base paths now after Winland was forced out. The pitch. Good slider. Inside corner. Called a strike. 1-1. Oakland is out of bench players for the rest of the game now. The 1-1. Fastball low and in. 2 balls and a strike. The middle infielders for Long Beach pinched up the middle. Right fielder Bardowell is shaded towards the gap in right center. 2-1. Allgaier leaves it low. A slider for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Volker is having to work here in this 8th. McKenzie, the man at first. 3-1. Allgaier bounces it to first. Vest has it, stumbles, throws a second for 1 out, turn to first, and the pitcher, Volker, does not have his foot on the bag, so it's another fielder's choice. And thank goodness, otherwise that would have been a 4th double play ball turned by Long Beach today. 3-6 on the putout. Volker was trying to get to first base as quickly as possible, but just did not have any feel for where he was at first base. I mean, he was about 1 or 2 foot lengths off the bag. 2 outs for Connor Smith. First pitch. He takes off the outside with a slider for ball 1. (7-6) Long Beach. Top of the 8th, 2 outs. Smith has homered in this game. 1-0. He grounds it to third off the tip of Roach's glove, and it rolls into left field. Allgaier advances to second. We'll see what the official score rules it as, but for now, Connor Smith has reached base for a 4th time in this game. He puts the ball in play, and the tying run now at second base with 2 outs for Tremaine Cobb. It looks like they've given an error on Roach. Here is Cobb. First pitch. He takes a fastball on the inside for strike 1. So it is officially an error on Roach. Cobb is 0 for 4. Volker at the set. 0-1 is foul down the right field line at 95. 0-2. It is an explosive fastball. And you have to respect it and sort of sit on it. What makes it tough is he's got that sharp slider. He's ahead 0-2 on Cobb. The pitch is off the outside with a slider. A darn good take from Trey. It's 1-2. Volker shakes twice. Now is ready. And now Cobb wants to use the timeout. And it's been a great game to start out this series in Long Beach. Oakland trying to rally from behind. 1-2 to Cobb. Here it is. Fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oakland has both challenges remaining. And you would think Trey, if he thinks he gets rung up on a call that's off the plate, he would use it. Allgaier's at second. Smith at first. Now Volker steps off the rubber. And Pappas, the catcher, now wants to talk to him. Well, I tell you what, if Volker is going to try and get a 6-out save, he's going to have to throw a lot of pitches in this inning. He's coming up on 20 pitches in the frame. Two balls and 2 strikes. Volker deals. Cobb lays off the slider outside. Oh, another great take. Runners will be on the move. Oakland trailing by 1. It's 3-2 with 2 down. The payoff pitch to Trey Cobb is a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And he is not going to use the challenge here. Inning over. Volker escapes the 8th. Strands 2 on 2nd and 1st. And we go to the bottom of the 8th with Long Beach still in front, 7-6 here on Ballers Radio. Ballers strand the tying run at 2nd and the go-ahead run at 1st in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Oakland trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. First pitch from Godwin to Corona is a fastball check swing, and he does not go around for ball 1. 7-6 Coast. Godwin is back out to face the 2, 3, and 4 bats of Long Beach. Jake Allgaier stays in the ball game. He's at third base now. And he replaces O'Sullivan. 1-0 on Corona. And he grounds it to short. It's fielded by Cobb. He throws to first in time for the first outs. Godwin got the final 2 outs of the 7th after walking the first 2 batters faced. Stranded men on the corners with 1 out. Here comes Vest, the first baseman. Oakland led by as many as 5 runs. They led 5-0 in this game after 3.5 innings. First pitch. Vest swings and misses at a slider for strike 1. Coast scored 3 in the 4th, a run in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. Oakland inched closer with a run in the 7th on the first pro homer from Connor Smith. 0-1. Slider off the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. A costly error from Nick Leahy at second allowed Matthew Bardowell to drive home the go-ahead runs. Here's a strike on the outside corner with another slider, 1-2. Vest has reached base 4 times. 2 extra base hits. He was hit by a pitch, and he reached on an error. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a high fastball. And, boy, a long look at the home plate umpire, Brandon Hastings. I don't think he liked the 1-1 breaking ball on the outside corner. He thought that was outside, but we do have the TrackMan data up here, and it was a strike. Not at all a miss from Hastings, who has called a good game behind the plate. Of course, we have the luxury of the data, but by all means, he has called a great game. First pitch to Bardwell is a breaking ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Oakland in the top of the 9th will have Santos, Blythe, and Ibarra, the 2, 3, and 4 bats, against likely Volker. The pitch, swing and a miss. High inside fastball, 1-1. And I say that because there is nobody warming up in right field for Long Beach. One. Fastball outside, 2 balls and a strike. That was a long inning for Volker in terms of pitches. 19. 2-1. Fastball outside. 3 balls and a strike. But if you're a closer coming in with a 6-out save, you kind of have an idea to probably conserve a little bit more energy than if you're coming in for just the 9th only. 3-1. Bardwell swings and misses at a fastball, and it's a 3-2 count now. And I'm sure Volker has still plenty left in the tank to try and shut things down. Godwin trying to send us to the 9th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. It's a called strike 3 on the outside corner with the slider. 3rd strikeout for Godwin in relief. Here we go. To the 9th. A 1-run ball game. Long Beach 7, Oakland 6. Santos, Blythe, Ibarra coming up here on Ballers Radio. Oakland has 3 outs left on this Tuesday night in Long Beach, trailing by 1. It's 7-6 Coast. Oakland will send the 2, 3, and 4 bats to the plate. Isai Santos, Noah Blythe, and Jeter Ibarra against Zach Volker, who is back out for a 2nd inning of relief. And for him, hopefully his last inning, as Isai Santos digs in. It would be a 6-out save for Volker after stranding 2 men in the 8th. He's halfway there. He's gotten 3 outs and he needs 3 more as Santos steps up to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Isai takes a fastball inside for ball 1. No challenges for Long Beach, and I have misspoke the last couple of innings. Oakland has 0 challenges remaining. 1-0. Santos takes a strike. Fastball down the middle. 1-1 on Isai, who is 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. 1-1. Santos skies it foul down the left field line. It's 1-2. There's a chance of Mexico in the background after they are celebrating Mexico's win over Ecuador tonight in the World Cup, round of 32. 1-2 from Volker. Santos cracks one to right. It's hit well. Bartowell charges in and makes the catch. One away in the ninth. Eastside put a good swing on the slider, but Bartowell was playing deep. And there's one away for Blythe. Noah's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch from Volker. Noah pops it up. In the shallow right field, the second baseman Jablonski goes out, is called off by Bartowell, and the right fielder puts it away for the second out of the ninth. It's up to Jeter Ibarra to keep this game alive for Oakland. Game 2 of this series tomorrow night at 6:35. We'll have the Ballers pregame show at 6:20, live from Blair Field here on our YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network. First pitch to Jeter. He takes a slider inside, ball 1. Again, no challenges left for both sides, so the balls and strikes completely lands on the home plate umpire, Brandon Hastings. 1-0. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Ibarra hits a fly ball deep to left. Pelk is back, looking up. This game's tied. Down to his final out. The Pioneer League's home run leader strikes for his 17th of the year, and we are squared up at 7 here in Long Beach. His teammates out of the dugout to congratulate his 17th homer of the year, the 81st of the season hit by Oakland as part of our Sonic home run tracker. Leahy rolls the first pitch down the third base line. It is a foul ball, as the third baseman Roach just fielded it in front of the base in foul ground. What a swing from Jeter to the opposite field, to the wall of honor and left. It had the sound, it had the distance, and the Ballers, down to their final out, have tied it on one big swing. 374 feet, 100 miles an hour the distance to left field from Ibarra. The 0-1 to Leahy. Swing and a miss. On the breaking ball, it's no balls and 2 strikes. He homered on Sunday for the first time in 7 games. And he is now homered in back-to-back games. And this one could not have come at a better time. Leahy's behind, 2 strikes. The pitch in the dirt. Boy, that was spiked by a good foot or so. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, I think Jeter was just hunting a fastball right down the middle. Ahead in the count 2-0. 1-2. Leahy swings and misses at a slider, and the inning is over. A 2-out, game-tying homer from Jeter Ibarra, his 17th of the year, has tied the score at 7. Oakland now with 3 outs remaining to send this game to a knockout round home run derby tiebreaker. We'll be right back here on Ballers Radio, 7-7, here from Long Beach. Late drama here in Long Beach with the full moon out on this Tuesday night at Blair Field. Down to his final out, Jeter Ibarra ties the game with a game-tying solo homer to left field. And it sends us to the bottom of the ninth with this game tied at 7. And Matt Maloney, the Huntington Beach, California native, just about 20 minutes away from here, takes over, looking to keep this game tied, and he's looking to send us to the knockout round home run derby tiebreaker for what would be a third consecutive week. A nice job by Godwin. 3 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3 of scoreless relief. And Maloney faces Cuba Best, the DH, first. Left-handed bat, first pitch. Breaking ball is high for ball 1. Maloney is pitching for a third consecutive game, albeit he did have the day off yesterday. The 1-0. Low with a breaking ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Against Yuba Sutter on Sunday, he collected only 2 outs and gave up 2 hits. One of them was a go-ahead grand slam to Jordan Donahue on a high outside fastball. 2-0 to Bess. Fastball is low in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. Family and friends in attendance this week to see the hometown kid. 3-0 pitch. Fastball is inside, ball 4, and the winning run's at first for the Coast. And I believe Troy Percival is going to use a pinch runner. Jablonski will hit, and I believe that's Jalen Edmonds. It is Edmonds who's going to run for Bess at first base. Third baseman Allgaier is in on the grass. I don't think Jablonski is going to bunt. He's not a bunter. He's there to swing the bat. Switch hitter batting from the left side. First pitch. Fastball is inside. Back pick throw to first, and it's late. 1 ball, no strikes. Maloney has yet to throw a strike so far. Edmonds has stolen 4 bases, has not been caught this year. Pick throw to first. Edmonds back in standing. Seven, our score in the 9th. Jablonski has 2 hits. He's 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. 1-0. Fastball low. 6 straight balls. It's 2-0. Jablonski has always hit well against Oakland this season. Looking to punish him here. 2-0. Popped up, out of play, over towards third. 2 balls and a strike. Matt Maloney, who has assumed the closer duties for Aaron Miles. Pick throw to first. And Edmonds dives in safely. That's the second disengagement used by Maloney. Ever since Braden Nelson was dealt to Cleburne, Maloney has stepped in now as the closer. 2-1. Jablonski swings and misses at a high fastball, and it's 2-2. Mata and then Pappas on deck and in the hole. 2-2 pitch from Maloney. Runner goes. And Jablonski fouls it back. He got 94 right down the pipe and just missed it. The Coast have won 9 of their last 12. Looking for win number 29 of the year. And to further solidify their stance at the top of the standings. 2-2, runner goes, pitches in, throw by Smith is late. It gets by Cobb, but it's backed up by Leahy. It's a stolen base for Edmonds, and thank goodness Leahy was there to back up the low throw in the dirt from Smith. But now a base hit could win the game. A full count here to Jablonski. The pitch is popped up foul back behind the plates. He tried to bury a fastball in on his hands. And Jablonski is staying alive. Seven. Winning runs at second. Nobody out in the ninth. 3-2. Jablonski fouls it back again. A fastball. And Maloney is humming at 94. Maloney tried out for the Long Beach team during spring training. Was cut. Did not make the final roster. And Oakland swooped in and picked him up. And he's been with the Ballers ever since. Trying to stick it to his old club. 3-2 is up and away, ball 4. An easy take. Back-to-back walks, and it brings up Mata. And it also begs the question, does Mata lay down a bunt? Trey Cobb, the shortstop. Smith, the catcher. The entire infield jogs out to the mound to talk as a collective. And it's Trey who's leading the conversation right now out on the mound. No coaches involved in this conversation. This is a player-only combo out on the mound between the infielders and Maloney and Smith. They all understand the situation here. Second and first, nobody out. Winning run in scoring position. Mata is the batter. Does he lay down a bunt and advance the runners in the scoring position? Allgaier, the third baseman, is in. First pitch, he shows, and he bunts it towards first. It's picked up by Maloney. He's going to run Mata back near the plate before applying the tag. Both runners advance to second and third. Edmonds to third. Jablonski to second. An excellent sacrifice bunt, and now Pappas comes up to the plate. What does Aaron Miles do here? Does he intentionally walk Pappas to bring up the force play? He's going to let Maloney pitch to Pappas here. The infield is in. First pitch. Fastball high. Ball 1, excuse me. Infield is in. The outfield now comes in. It is 7-7 in the ninth. 1-0. Pappas takes just off the corner outside, and it's 2-0. It is not the worst thing if he walks him with the open base at first. 2-0. Fastball, that finds the outside for a strike. 2-1. Edmonds is the winning run at third. Jablonski at second. His status there, irrelevant. 2-1. Pappas blasts a fly ball deep to left center. Should be plenty deep enough to get the winning run home. McKenzie makes the catch. Here comes Edmonds. He steps on home plate, and the ball game is over. It's a game-winning sacrifice fly from Johnny Pappas to left center field. And the Long Beach Coast walk it off to open the series by a final of 8-7 over the Ballers. Pappas, his walk-off sac fly, clinches the series opener for Long Beach. 8-7 the final. Ballers postgame show is coming up right after this here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Blair Field here in Long Beach as the Coast walk off the Ballers tonight in this Tuesday series opener by a final of 8-7. A walk-off sacrifice fly from Johnny Pappas is the winning play. And Oakland, who led by as many as 5, blew the lead, came back on a game-tying solo homer from Jeter Ibarra, only to get walked off in the bottom of the 9th, and they fall 8-7 to the Coast. This is the Ballers postgame show as Oakland now falls to 16-21 on the regular season. Long Beach now improves to 29-8, and it was a great start for Oakland through the first 3.5 innings. They got out to a 5-0 lead. Aiden Rissy pitched 3 shutout frames to start the night, and Oakland poured on 4 runs in the 4th, thanks to thanks to an RBI double from Paul Winland, a 2-run double from Brendan O'Sullivan, and then an RBI single from Connor Smith. And Oakland led by as many as 5 in this one, 5-0. But the middle of the order bats for Long Beach started to figure out Rissy as Vest doubled. Bardowell hit a 2-run homer. Bess and Jablonski both doubled to lead to a sac fly from Pappas, the first of his 2 today. And that 5-run lead would be whittled down to 2 thanks to a 3-run 4th. Long Beach would score a run in the 5th on a 2-out RBI single from Cuba Bess, and then they would tie the score in the 6th against Valix Cisneros. Emilio Corona drove in the game-tying run with a single up the middle after Cisneros had walked a pair. And that would lead to Jake Villar's pro debut, the lefty facing the lefty Cooper Vest. And Vest grounded the ball to second. That was bobbled by Leahy. And it extended the inning with 2 outs, and that allowed Bardowell to hit a 2-run single to right center field. And that would put Long Beach in front 7-5, their first lead of the game. Oakland would inch a run closer in the 7th thanks to Connor Smith, his 3-hit game for the rookie in his second professional start. A towering solo homer to left field pulled Oakland within 1. And Zach Volker, the closer for Long Beach, entered the game hoping for a 2-inning save. He stranded a pair in the 8th on 2nd and 1st to escape the 8th, scoreless. And he got the first 2 outs of the 9th before facing the Pioneer League's home run leader, Jeter Ibarra, who took him deep to left field with 2 outs. A game-tying home run to left, 379 feet, 100 miles an hour off the bat to tie the score at 7. A dramatic home run, but unfortunately, the tie game was short-lived as Matt Maloney entered the game in the 9th against the middle of the order for Long Beach. He walked Bess and Jablonski back-to-back, and then Mata bunted them over into scoring position, and that set up Pappas for his second sac fly of the game to win the game for Long Beach with a deep enough fly ball to left center. Easy score for Edmonds from third, and the Long Beach Coast walk off the Oakland Ballers tonight by a final of 8-7 on this Tuesday night. So a tough one for Oakland to swallow after coming from behind, tying it in the 9th, only for that late game heroics to be upended by Long Beach. But the final totals in this one, 7 runs on 11 hits, 1 error for Oakland, 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Long Beach. The winning pitcher tonight is Zach Volker, as he improves to a record of 2-2, and the losing pitcher is Matt Maloney, as Maloney now falls to 1-1. Final score again, Long Beach 8, Oakland 7. Coming up next here on the Ballers post-game show, we'll take a look at some scores around the Pioneer League. All that and more as we preview the rest of the series here on the Ballers post-game show right after this here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Long Beach. Again, the final score tonight, Coast 8, Ballers 7 on the walk-off sac fly from Johnny Pappas in the 9th. Let's take a look at some scores one last time around the Pioneer League. The Idaho Falls Chuckers defeat Billings 10-3 in the first game of a doubleheader, and they sweep the doubleheader. 11-9 victory over Billings in the second game of the double dip. Boise defeats Ogden 9-7. Glacier wins its 8th in a row, a 12-3 win over Great Falls. Red Pocket holds off Missoula 8-7 from Missoula. And last but not least, Modesto crushing Yuba Sutter 20-6. That game in the bottom of the 9th. All right, we'll take a look at tomorrow night's matchup. Oakland will try and rebound against Long Beach. Game 2 of this 3-game series here from Blair Field. And tomorrow night, it'll be the former baller, Nick Batista, for Long Beach, going up against the right-hander, Charlie Hurley, for Oakland. A good pitcher's matchup on paper. Again, first pitch scheduled for 6:35 here from Long Beach, and we'll have the Ballers pregame show at 6:20 right here on the Ballers YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network. 6:35 first pitch for Game 2. Oakland will look to even the series a game apiece with Charlie Hurley on the mat. For us today here from Long Beach, for Tyler Peterson, I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long. Thanks for tuning in. Again, the final score, Long Beach 8, Oakland 7. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Until then, so long, everybody.